What is going on, everybody? Chris Lawrence 420 back up in the hizel. I'm just joking. Back up in the house. Gonna start doing my video thing again on my YouTube channel, so definitely go and subscribe so you can get access to all my videos that are coming out. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done any videos. Last month I've been dealing with a lot of stuff when it comes to being sick, and also some stuff with family. I was in and out of the hospital also, and some things that I really don't want to get into on this video, but I really want to say to everybody, I appreciate everybody still sticking around and harping on me. Oh man, you need to make some videos, you need to make videos, you need to make videos. So now I am, and today I want to talk to everybody about, let's see, I'm trying to get my notes out right here. Sorry if I sound kind of weird. It's my voice and I'm still kind of sick. So let me get into it real quick. I wanted to talk to everybody today about the whole term of being a mark or being a smart mark in the professional wrestling business. Because I feel like in today's age, it gets such a bad rap. And I'm not connecting this with anything. If anyone listens to this and goes, oh, he's talking about this podcast that just happened the other day, that's why he's bringing it up. No, if I'm going to use it, I'm going to tell you where I got the stuff from and where you can go listen to it. I'm just talking about in general this one. And that way I don't have to go through and say, oh, he mentioned this because he mentioned, or he heard that podcast that, that went on podcast 1 last week or whatever the hell it is. I'm just talking about it in general. But I feel like, in my opinion, these are all my opinions too, so go fuck yourself if you don't like it. But in my opinions, I think being a mark today is a bad rap, if you think about it, because I'm a fan of professional wrestling. I've been a fan since I could even remember, since I was about 5 years old. And I think a lot of pro wrestlers will even tell you, like, there's a difference between a pro wrestling fan and what they would consider a smart mark or a mark for the professional wrestling business. And then they want to shoot them down and parade them around like they're biggest pieces of shit. And that is something I just don't agree with. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You're gonna put down people that support you and are the only fans. And let's talk about that right from the get-go. Those are the only fans that they have. The smart marks and the marks, or all the people that, or like they wouldn't say the IWC, are the only fans that the WWE has, because the other 7 million, 8 million, oh, they left. They got in their fucking cars and they drove down the street and they said, I'll either go anywhere or die, is what they said. I'll go anywhere but WWE, or I'll just kill myself. And a lot of them kill themselves, or they don't even care about wrestling in general anymore. So that's who's watching the shows now. So, and then they're going to put down all, I mean, and you see it every single day. People on Twitter. I mean, if you have it come in and you're a shitty person, that's one thing. And I always tell people, then you're not a fan of professional wrestling. If you're just going to deliberately go online and go to attack somebody just for the hell of it when you know nothing about the business, then you're not a fan. I consider everybody that goes and complains about something when they have the platform to do it, like Twitter and stuff like that, they should. They should be able to do it. And those are the people that the WWE and all the other people, professional wrestlers on the indies and all the other stuff, that they always talk about how they hate them and, they're annoying fans, and those are the fans that are going to come up to you and bother you and stuff like that. No, I don't think it's us. I think it's the professional wrestlers and the people in the professional wrestling business that are like that. Because I think there's a hell of a lot more marks in the business than there is outside of the business. Because once you're in, then a lot of these guys will do whatever the fuck whatever they can to kiss whoever else's ass there to get to the top. And you know what some of them do and they achieve it, but then some of them do and they get shit on. Look at a person like Adam Rose. Does everything he's asked and gets shit on. Someone like Damian Sandow does everything he can and still gets shit on. So who's to say that people like me and people like Joe Cronin and people like JD from New York, Grimm's Toy Show, all the people like that, like we're the issue, we're the problems. We are part, like that's what they'll say, that we're the part of the problem with the wrestling business today, and I don't think so. I think it was either Disco Inferno or someone on the lines of that said once that the marks are in the business now, and they don't even care. Like, I think it was, I know what it was now. It was Jerry Jarrett. In an interview that I heard with Vince Russo, he said that Jerry Jarrett said that, he's like, wow, some of these guys will work for nothing. Like, he's like, some of these people won't even work for fucking $25 or $100. There's no way. And Jerry Jarrett said, dude, these guys will work for anything. What are you talking about? They'll pay me to be part of it. And I got a good example for anyone that's listening right now. I did that too. Anyone that's a musician or that's part of a band, listen to this next part, because I think this applies to you too. Have you ever paid to play at a place? I have, several times. And honestly, those are the good shows we played to. We always got paid from all the other side fucking places. And like all the bars that asked us to come in and you play a couple songs and then leave. Oh, here's $50 and then you'll be on your merry way. I've always had those. But to be able to pay to play at a place means that you marked out so much that you took the business part out of it and you just made it about fun. And yeah, playing music should be about fun, but it's also about making money. Because if you're just playing music and not making nothing, then, I mean, you're paying out of your pocket for strings and recording time and for this and that, and then you're just not getting nothing in return. It's like a band without no merchandise. A band with no merchandise is worth shit. Same reason why a band with no Twitter is worth shit. You know what I mean? Like, anyone that's trying to promote anything or get popular or build their brand, they don't have a Twitter page, then you're not doing that. For real. In today's 2017, then you're not doing it. Or even Facebook. Well, I don't have a Facebook or a Twitter. And we're not on SoundCloud, or we're not on any of these things. I can't believe we're not more popular and that we can't get our music out to more people. Well, if you were on those other social media is where it's at. So that's how they need to do that. But back on my topic of there's wrestlers that just, they're all my, like, they have the what they call it, the brass ring speech. They're just like, oh, once they taste that, and they're just like, oh man, I made it here. I made it finally. I stepped in the door. And I think a lot of them are like that. They're just more excited that they are there, and then let the business side go. And you've seen it with tons of fucking people. I mean, like, look at a guy like Zach Ryders, okay? He's done pretty much everything they've asked him to. He's came from nothing to where he is, and they keep on pushing him back down, and keep pushing him back down, and keep pushing him back down. He would be so entertaining if they took that stuff off of there, let him get away from the hype bros, and then go in there and just tell people exactly how he feels. Hey, I'm getting my ass kicked here. For years, I've been going lower and lower and lower and lower into the card. And now, I'm relegated. I'm hurt. I know when I come back that I'll get a good ovation and stuff like that. But I'll just be thrusted into some type of bullshit program, because that's how it is. You get hurt, there's someone there to take your spot. And people have to understand that. But he's one of those guys. So like, they would call him a mark. Zach Ryders a mark. Oh, he's a mark. He's a mark. He's a mark. I can see that. Why not? You know what I mean? Instead of saying, go fuck yourself, and he stayed there. And, I mean, look at his career. I mean, he had his WrestleMania moment. But that's all it was a moment. I guarantee you he didn't get a good as payday as most of the other guys in that match. I guarantee you he didn't get paid as much as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Guarantee you. And he's been there for a while. He's been the United States champion. But I think of him having that Long Island IZ show or whatever, and showing that he was a mark for the business, that's what hurt his career. That's why anything that he does, it does get over, and you could tell he cares, and that's why a lot of people like Zach Ryders, because a lot of people care about him. And they see that he works his ass off. But, in my opinion, you can also see that he's a mark. Definitely. And that's what my whole point is. Like, Are we supposed to punish people for being marks in the business? I don't understand that. I don't get when a wrestler tells me that they hate smart marks and they hate mark, you know what I mean, all these other, like, I think there's a difference between haters and fans. You know what I mean? I think haters sometimes they consider to be the fans, and they associate that with marks. Only a mark would say that. Only a mark would do that. I mean, but that's only people that are watching the shows. Only people that are watching the shows. The casual audience that they lost is gone. So there's only people watching the shows, right? And then in my opinion, they chastise everybody and say, well, screw you guys for being marks. But those are the people that they need. Those are the people that the WWE and the independents and ROH and stuff like that, they rely on those people. No matter what. You can make fun of people. Oh, well, he's a 33-year-old that with a girlfriend and he lives in an apartment. Screw that guy. He don't know. He's, computer warrior or keyboard warrior, as some of them call it. Yeah, you know what? The ones that are disrespectful and mean. But I don't consider, like I said earlier, I don't consider me, Joe Cronin, JD from New York, anyone like that. There's one thing from being mean, and then there's just like, I just don't understand that. Well, you're a fucking mark, haha, well, oh, here comes the mark, and I'm just like, well, here comes the fan that will, literally take you out and buy you dinner, and I mean, you look at all those stories like that. I've never heard Jake Snake complain about, someone being a mark. You know why? Because they benefited from it. You know what I mean? Look at a guy like Mick Foley. I always heard stories about Mick Foley, and then most of the guys in the ECW locker rooms. They relied on those people that were quote unquote marks, because those are the ones that took them to the airport. Those are the ones that took them there and gave them free lodging or fed them for the night or did something. So I honestly, like, it drives me crazy sometimes because I don't agree with that term. I don't like I don't know where this term even came from. I've tried to look it up and said, like, oh, who was the first place that they used the word mark or whatever like that, but it had to be back in the day. It had to be 70s when they started referring to these people. But I think a lot of times that the talent and stuff like that that's in pro wrestling, they need to look at themselves too. So before they put me down, and put down other fans that love it, that the ones that are going to buy the t-shirts, and the ones that are going to watch everything like that, oh, well, he's a mark, and he's, the marks are the only ones that watch 205 and the UK tournaments, and the marks are the only ones that care about Wrestle Kingdom and stuff like that. Well, yeah, those are the ones that you want to care about your shit. Because those are the ones, no matter what, are always going to be there. And I hate when people go, oh, you're only catering to them. You don't care about all the rest of the casuals and something. Like, no. You can always... I think someone said once, like, the casuals are what we need, but the marks or the diehards are the ones that are always going to be there. So we need a payoff. That's why I think this is, like, a lot of people want to say, well, this is the new era of the indies and the marks. I can see that. I can definitely see that being the case, because look at all the ones that they brought in. You know what I mean? A lot of them that they have brought back that were WWE stars is because the WWE made them like that. But take somebody from like ROH or New Japan Pro Wrestling or CZW or just someplace, you know what I mean? Any place you can think of. You take somebody like that and put them in the business now, they would fit in a lot better than someone like, let me try to think of somebody, like Mason Ryan. Someone like Mason Ryan. A guy like Mason Ryan walks in there, everybody looks at him as a muscle-bound idiot that's on steroids and don't give a shit about that he's probably a stiff worker and all this other stuff. But someone like Sami Zayn, and I love Sami Zayn. Anyone that says, oh, well, he's making fun of taxi cab driver Sami Zayn, I'm not making fun of him, okay? Because I do like Sami Zayn a lot. I do. I think that if he lasted as long as he was, then he should have won the Royal Rumble. But back on the marks thing, you fucking mark. You fucking, I mean, really? You fucking mark. You're basically saying, fuck you, you're a fucking fan. Fuck you, fan. That's what I love about it. And I even told this on one of my shows about a fucking wrestler charging somebody 20 or 30 bucks for a picture when they're nobody. I mean, not to be mean, but the person I'm talking about, but they're nobody anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, can I get a quick picture for you? Like, you're my son's favorite, or whatever the hell the situation is. And it's like, yeah, if you give me 30 bucks. And it's like, dude, who the fuck are you? It's on the street. I'm not bothering you. I was respectful. That's the thing that they think. Oh, hey, they're marks, so they're going to be disrespectful and a fucking piss ass. And they're not. Not everybody's like that, but those are the people that, like, I don't know. I'm all over the place right now because I just think that it's bullshit for getting made fun of for liking wrestling. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, wrestling fans have it hard in two different ways, in my opinion. And I'm just shooting straight. They have it hard because they'll get made fun of for not liking it because it's fake or it's choreographed or it's this or that. So we already have that. Number two, then you have the wrestlers themselves basically poking fun at it. Oh, they get it. Ha, ha, ha. You know what I mean? Let's mess with these guys. Oh, they think they're so cool. They think they know everything. In 2017, everybody knows everything. So are you going to make fun of somebody asking a question, or these people that get interviewed and they're just like, I can't believe they asked me that question. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course they'd ask you that. Like, CM Punk, he's going to get asked about Vince 24/7. 24/7. For someone like that to be like, well, that motherfucker, you know, asking me questions about that, then I can't believe him. Or go fuck yourself, you fucking mark. It's like, what do you mean go fuck myself? Go fuck you, dude. I didn't choose to come out and say all that stuff like that. And do the pipe bomb and all this other bullshit. So you need to take responsibility a little bit. And don't be offended when people ask you the fucking questions. Come on, you chose to do it. Oh, but I'm a fucking mark. Oh, I'm a mark. Oh, here comes Chris Lawrence 420, the mark. Be my wrestling name. The Mark. I'll be coming out. I'll be like, oh, here comes the Mark. Down weighing 195 pounds. The Mark. And he comes down and I'm wearing everybody's fucking clothing. I'm taking it off. And you know, I got my own sign that says, I love wrestling, but I hate you. Like, I don't know. It's just bullshit. I just wanted to make a little quick video about, well, basically how I hate the, sorry, I was lighting a cigarette. Basically how I hate the term mark. I absolutely hate it. Because I think if people didn't say mark and they said fan, and anyone said, oh, hey, did you hear what that stupid fan said? Then I feel like they would be putting themselves down so much. I mean, fuck, do you think, people let me know in the comments and stuff like that, like, do you think actors and all those, like, what I consider celebrity go through that shit 24/7 with their fans? You know what I mean? Like, when someone comes up and says, oh, hey, they changed, how this and that changed their life and all this other bullshit, and they're just, you know, that the actor or the actress would just laugh in their face and say, oh, what a movie, Mark. They think all movies are real. Like, well, no, we know more about the directing and the producing and stuff like that. We know all about everything because of the internet. So you're not telling me anything that I don't even know that's on the internet that anyone could look up already. Nah, I mean, nah, what I motherfucking mean. I don't know. Woo! It's good to be back and good to be back ranting again. I can tell you guys that right now. And while I kind of get my situation here with this mic and everything set up, I want to go ahead and tell you guys to check me out on Twitter at 420 Wrestling Pod. Go over there, follow me. I'll be tweeting more and stuff that I'm out of the hospital and I'm home. More videos are coming too. Also check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/Chris Lawrence 420. Make sure that you, if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel. Hit like to this video. Spread it around on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, anything you got to spread it on, spread it. Spread it like that whore down in Las Vegas that gave you the crabs, but you didn't know it until you got home. And then you thought the little spot was like, oh, maybe it's just like a little thing, you know, and then you start scratching it, and all of a sudden it's on your hands, and all of a sudden you got it in your beard. So now you got crabs on your beard and inside your asshole. And it was all because of that damn slut. So definitely spread it like that. Spread it quick. And I know I'm a crazy person. I am a crazy person. But, okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back and wanted to finish up this video real quick here at what I consider the Chapel de Lawrence, sitting here and enjoying some coffee. It is 7:39 in the morning. To finish my discussion real quick on the Mark whole situation, I just like to say that I'm not trying to get defensive about the whole Mark name so much. I don't want anyone to feel like that I'm making fun of the name of it and the origins and the old school term and all everything like that. It's not that. It's just, I feel like if you're a fan, you're a fan, and if you're not, you're not. I feel like you're a troll, and then there's a fan. A fan can sit there and say, hey, I didn't really enjoy that whole angle that you did there, but I really did enjoy your wrestling. Good job. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Real quick, though, before I sign off of this video, I'd like to go do something real quick that I've been wanting to do for a while, and give a couple of shout outs here. Shout out to the Joe Cronin Show. Hit him up at Joe Cronin JCS on Twitter. His Twitter was suspended, so that's the Twitter that you can use right now to get a hold of him and go follow him, Joe Cronin JCS, and check him out on youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Amazing guy. Enjoy all of his stuff. I know you guys know I'm the official Joe Cronin ball licker, so here it comes a licking. Anyways, also want to shout out to Justin Bailey at The Best There Is Podcast. Glad that he's back doing his thing. Really always enjoyed his videos and really enjoy retro shows that he does. And go check him out at Justin Bailey IND on Twitter. Also check him out on his official Twitter page for The Best There Is Podcast at TBIT Podcast. And go check his YouTube channel, The Best There Is Podcast. Really enjoy that. He's back up and rolling. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, go over there and do it now. And if you don't, then you're a queer. Ooh. I don't know. Sorry. But also want to go shout out Super Ugly Show guys. Love those guys. John, Richie, Rocky over there. Make sure you go check out their shows every Tuesday at 7:30 on youtube.com. They have their own YouTube channel, Super Ugly Show. You can hit them up on Twitter also at Super Ugly Show and send them some of your love. They also appear on Vince Russo's brand, which is on their official YouTube channel. I'm sorry. The official Vince Russo brand YouTube channel. He posted those on his show too, which is really, really cool. And he's had John on there recently. I love those guys. Those guys are real, real cool. I've been a fan of theirs since they started on YouTube. So if you haven't liked or subscribed to their YouTube channel, please go and do so. My name is Chris Lawrence 420, and I will catch you guys back on the flip-flop later. Saturday Night Throwdown return this Saturday with awesome shit coming. So check it out, you dirty, dirty marks. You dirty, dirty marks. Yeah. Saturday Night Throwdown. You fucking bitch.